Hello crafters, today we're going to continue where we left off yesterday. Yesterday we did a short intro meant for the people playing on the Tebt server. A short intro to the use of Buildcraft, and today I'm going to do a short intro on the use of Redpower 2. Redpower 2, after you have installed it, if you're not used to the mod, you will notice there are a lot of new weird ores and items in the ground. But we will just go over some of the more basic items that you can see I have set up here. And basically, if you want to do anything with Redpower, the first thing you want to do is set up a alloy furnace. It's made like any other furnace, except with brick blocks instead. You place them around the edge and you get a alloy furnace. And let's just check some of the, well, I think more important ores. People think Nikolite is useless, but I couldn't live without it. Recipes for red alloy ores, let's just make 3. Is 3 for each piece of iron. You put in 4 pieces of redstone and you will get a red alloy ingot. The same goes for Nikolite. 3 pieces of iron and, well, that's of course silver we need, not iron. Silly me. We need something to use the silver for. There we go. And I got 3 red alloy ingots and blue ingots. And the basic recipes are just lining them up and you will get red alloy wire. This replaces basically redstone wire. Except in some cases you still need redstone because it won't pick up through a rock just like redstone does. So I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's intended. But you can see the Nikolite does nothing, or the blue alloy ingots. So for them to work you need to add some wool, just any color. And Elram stated that eventually when he figures out the rubber trees, that rubber is needed for this to work, and you will get blue alloy wire. This is used to transport electricity or bluetricity. Of course you could you can create wires like this and you will get green wire, and any color you really want, as long as it exists in wool. Oops, there we go, red. And you really want different colors if you want multiple wires running next to each other without interfering. The unisolated wires can connect them anyway, but if we place normal wires they won't connect. And let's just say we need 10 different colors going down there. Instead of having 10 wires you would still get some string. Let's find string, 1 2 3 4. Place 4 string like that, and you would just place some bundled cable instead. Check that out. The red goes in, the green goes in, but they don't connect in here. They are still separated. It is just a bundle of cables, just like you know them from real life. So, well, we need some green out here and maybe red over here. So this is a very efficient way to transport redstone signals over a large distance. Okay, then we have bluetricity. We have sun cells. In the next patch there is going to be geothermal generators as well. And as you can see, it's nickelite cable just being used there to connect it all. And of course, if you want to create sun cells, you're going to need a recipe. And one blue alloy ingot, so again, nickelite, and you need to create blue doped wafers. There are no recipe in this mod, or in the not enough items to show you how, but basically you need to create where is these guys, silicon bowls. They can then be cut up and cooked with, let me just look. After you have created one of these bowls, you create one of these with, let's see, it's coal and sand. You've just burned coal and sand. Let's just make sand, spell right, 64. Oh, single player items used to be good, now it's just fucked. That's charcoal, that's no good. We need real coal. In fact, I don't know if charcoal would work. We could try it. Charcoal, sand. It appears to be working. Once you have that item, you need a diamond hacksaw. There we go. Let's go to a craft bench. A diamond hacksaw. It's created like this. 2 diamonds, 2 pieces of iron, and 3 sticks. Just drop them in together. There we go. Now we got a silicon wafer. These I usually divide them into 2, one for redstone and one for nickelite, because I need both. So if you got a stack, I only produce half of it and save some, because you always need more. Where's the nickelite gone? Okay, there we have it. And again, we got plenty. Just in the furnace, out with these, in the furnace with this and redstone. And you can see we get blue dope wafers, and we should get red dope wafers. Those are used in several processes, and especially creating stuff with power. Then you could power your batteries just like I have done here. And these 2 slots are meant for batteries. You can put in a battery and take out power, or put in another and put in power. Discharge and charge batteries. This is basically a battery itself storing energy. And one thing that's very nice to notice, if you connect to one end, and you could create eventually 50 of them in a row or more, you don't need to connect them with wire if they're standing next to each other like this, and you could just place a wire to whatever is needed. Battery box, let's see. Apparently I can't see anything. There we go, battery box. Redpower batteries, and some wood and some blue. That's easy. Then there's this one. I use this a lot. I use it even more than the industrial craft furnaces, because since I already have all of this set up, I need to power some of the other items. Why not? It needs power, as you can see. Storage power and power, and it's quite fast, as you can see. Very nice. And it can be, you can pump items in and out, both with Buildcraft and Redpower. Both mods work excellent with these blue Blue, yeah, I'm not sure how to, blue electric furnace, yeah. That's basically a wonderful item itself. Use it, it's worth it. If we follow the power line, we have something called a retriever. A retriever is a item that takes item from, it could take it from a chest. Imagine if we have a large pipe system with chests, and let's turn creative. Take a few pieces of pipe here, and I got a chest. In this chest I have other chests. In this chest I have green wool, and this could be far away, or a large storage facility I have built. I want some green wool, so I click it, put in my green wool, and I activate it with a redstone current. Now I need something to activate it. So basically it brings me the item I asked for. There we go. It could also be connected or hooked up to some sort of system or crafting, automated crafting system. I want a chest now, so it brings a chest. Basically any chest on that side of the system it will receive, pick up. Now one of the things I've used this for on our server is minecarts. Let's get the signal rail, and do we have something? We do. There we go. Coming along in your minecart here. Is there a minecart somewhere? There we go. And you want to store the minecarts. Nothing happens. Wonder why. You need to let it know what to pick up. Or as you can see, if there's nothing in there, it will pick up anything. Put in a minecart, take the minecart, push it over, and you can store it in a chest. Or if you are getting quite creative, you use something like a... Yeah, we're moving right into the next item, which is the deployer. It takes items from this chest and deploys them right next to it. Let's see. Nothing? No? It needs to know what to deploy. As you can see. Or you could fill it. Usually somebody like myself would fill, or make sure the system with the deployer would look something like this. Yeah, that's a mistake. You need to fill items in there for them to be able to deploy it. There we go. Minecart. Minecart. Let's just get a few in there. There's one right on here. Or this one. As you can see, the minecarts are coming around. And you want the minecarts to drive as soon as they arrive, of course. So we're going to need a slope. And now we're moving right into the next section of Redpower. You can see this entire list of different switches and redstone, what should we call them, gates, timer, sequencer, latches, and NOR, OR, and XNOR, NOR, pulse former, toggle latch. They are excellent, because before we used to create large areas. Just to create a AND gate, it will take up a 4x4, and now you could move it down to something filling only one block. There we go. I'm not sure what's wrong because this is... Oh, where has the minecarts gone? Where has the ROM gone? Didn't it accept the minecarts? Let's see. Let's see what's wrong here. Alright, that's right. A user mistake. Okay, here we go. And now we got this. It will run indefinitely. Minecarts get deployed. Nice. Fun stuff. Good days. Good time. Woo! And as you can see, even if you're in it, it will pull you out of the cart. Alright. Enough with that. That's basically how a retriever works. Let's turn it away now. I'm not sure why I set up a second. It looks great. That's probably why. There we go. Looks great. Let's clean out some of this stuff. Then we got a buffer. That's a weird item. The buffer, it's kind of wrong of me to place it at that spot. It has the, because usually you would place it something like this, and you would have a pipe going into there, and a pipe from there and there. Because what it does is, if you put an item in here, it will store in one column. Put in an item there, it will store in another column. Put in an item here, it will in a third column. It got 5 sides, so 5 columns. If you want to pull out items, you put an item here that sucks items out of it. It could be a wood pipe from Buildcraft or a transposer, which I will show you in a second. I really haven't found anything useful about it. I could imagine if you are doing some sort of automated building process, you could collect all of the items before sending them into the crafting table. The deployer, well, we just saw that how it worked. It places things. The block breaker, guess what? It breaks things. And this is a transposer. You can place things in front of it. It won't do anything. If you throw things in front of it, it will pick it up and suck it into the system. And let's just go over here. Notice this Redpower. It flashes when it went through. That's because this is an item detector, which you can set to detect items passing through it. Very nice indeed. This is an item detector set with the cross. This means that if there's a chest in the other end and the chest is full, this detector will send out a constant redstone current. So let's just imagine we have that hooked up to not a ruby block, a red lamp. And we put something in. Oh no, the chest is full. And I don't know why would you... you should get a constant light. You can see. There we go. Until you remove one of the items from the chest, the light disappears. There we go. It should stack in here, but I don't see it. And one more thing about the transposer is that Let's just move these pipes around, because we still want them to go over to the transposer. But we want them to pass this filter. This is a filter. It won't take out items. If it's like this, it will take out every other item. It works like a normal pipe. If you put in an item, like a red alloy ingot, it will only take red alloy ingots passing by this point. Another thing about the transposer, it can pick up items from the ground, just like obsidian. What do you call it? Obsidian pipe. It can also take items out of a chest. There we go, you can see. And the filter doesn't work for shit, because I've placed it the wrong way. There's a front and a back side. Only an idiot wouldn't notice that. So let me fix, fix that. Oh, not into the chest. There we go. Items passing by. Let's make something like this. There we go. First item is a red alloy ingot. It should go in through the filter. Let's see. Yeah, works. The next should be a blue ingot, nickelite ingot. It should pass right by it. Perfect. That means you can basically count items or sort them. Very nice. And you can see this one also sends a current out when they pass by. Then we have this item over here. This is a sorting machine. It does what it's called. It sorts things, and the way it works is you place some pipes on the exit side of it, and you color the pipes using paint. First, to create paint, you need to create a paint bucket, like that. And the recipes are the same for all of them. The only thing that changes is the dye top center here. But it's shapeless crafting, so you can place it any way you like it. And this is how you create a paint bucket, paint can. And once you have a paint can, you need to create a brush and dip it into the color, and you'll get a colored brush. Brushes is basically just a stick with a piece of wool of any color. So you can see we have some colors. The way it works is we color items in here by clicking. Left and right click, you can go both way. Oh, that's too far, you go back by right clicking. You select sorting mode here. So blue, what do we have? For blue we want blue alloy ingots and nickelites. Maybe in red we want red alloy and red wool. In green we want some of this, and coal in yellow. But we both got charcoal. Okay, the way it works is, first of all, it needs power, as you can see here. So let's just fix that. Where are the... So there we go. And there we go. You don't need a battery in between, you can power it directly. And it will store some power. And you can see it's charging. The way it works is this function here, it will go through, let's say, a chest that stands right here. It will take items out of the chests on its own. So now we got them in there in a random order. And it's activated with a redstone pulse. So if you just turn redstone to it, it will only work once, so you need something like a timer or sequencer. Let me just place that first to turn the timer off so it doesn't run. This function here checks the chest for just one of the items. So if there's one of these items, it will take it and color tag it with blue and send it off. This function needs both items or all 5 in here, and if you stack them it will count. So if you add 5 Nikolai, it will only send them off if there is 5. And if there isn't 5, it will just wait in this cycle. It will not move on until this one is done. So that's a thing to consider, not only when creating a storage facility, but also, well, in any context really. This one, it's just takes any random, and I'm not sure what this does and don't care. This one is if there's items that are not listed, so you can create another color and it will send it to that color. That's nice if you have a very nice sorting system and you might experience some idiots dropping something in that doesn't belong there. You could send it off somewhere else into a furnace or something. Let's test this puppy. There we go, you can see they are colored. And it's going through the same color each time. This way it will just start where it is and make one row finished before it starts on the next. This one is the random thing, I believe. Yeah. This one is my preferred. Very nice. And a little thing about cables. In Redpower 2 you can create self-sustained cables. I do believe it's called. Jacketed wire, of course, yeah. It looks like this. Or this. This makes more sense. It's basically a wire that can stand, you can stack it, you can build with it. This is really useful. Just one thing to consider, it won't connect to this. For it to be able to connect to this you need a piece of normal red alloy wire, like so. Then it connects. And as you can see I have used cobblestone. This one you can transmit power through the pneumatic pipes using the redstone. And how it works is you take one pipe, eventually put it in a crafting slot and a piece of redstone. Come on, redstone, there we go. And you get one of these. But the only way to transfer power is either, this is great because you can, this power will transfer or signal will transfer into items like this one or the sorter, any box. But in order to transfer it to a cable you need jacketed wire, like this. And then you can transfer it into a normal cable. That's basic build, Redpower 2. There is a lot, and I do mean a lot of more items in Redpower 2. It's a very large mod. It's a very great mod. Maybe I should show you how to create one of these jacketed wires. Let's just say I want a brick type colored wire. I first create some brick plates, and one brick is enough. Just keep cutting it up to these thin slices and add one red alloy ingot, and you get a jacketed wire in a different color. Only thing to consider, they will connect to each other even though they are different colored. That's kind of weird, but as long as you know how it works, it's fine. If you need to transfer jacketed wire standing, and they should not connect two pipes next to each other, I would go like use a pneumatic pipe with redstone on it, and then just color it. Let's just see if we can find the color. Brush. There we go. Green, yellow. Now go away. Pink then. Because you can still color them. And what is this? They still connect? Then I really don't know how you would transmit two of these right next to each other, because they won't accept color. So use a cable instead, or cable bunch. There is, of course, let's just browse some smaller items to use to create a lot of items. Oh, and very important thing, the screwdriver. If you place an item and it's turning the wrong way, you need to build the screwdriver. You can turn everything around, as you can see. Sun cells has no effects, of course. The screwdriver has no effect on sun cell. That's what I'm trying to say. That's basically how Redpower works. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Comment or give me some suggestions if you need something shown. And don't forget to rate. Bye.